Alright everybody, my name is All-Star Gaming and welcome to a brand new video where today we are going to be discussing how to blend alcohol-based markers. I want to make this fairly quick. It's pretty simple. I don't know why I'm holding black here, but all you need is a few of the same color. Not the same color, but like a few different tones of color. I recommend just to pick up the brush marker neutral tones because you get 12 different grays. I know it seems a bit excessive, 12 different grays, like come on, you're not really going to use all of them. Just a quick look at what they kind of look like, roughly. But you will actually use most of these grays, if not half of them, as well as this specific pen, also known as Colorless Blender, which I think is probably one of the niftiest pens. However, as the name states, it doesn't actually write a color, right? So what I decided to do is explain why. It's in the name. It's Colorless Blender. It just helps blend. So for this example, I'm just going to show you how to blend grays. I'm going to blend, let's go for 3 grays. Let's go for three different grays. Cool gray 1, 2, and 3. So what you're going to want to start off with is number 1, right? Your lightest color. So yeah, you just want to color in a bit, right? And then you're going to get your number 2. Now, there isn't much of a difference between these two grays, right? One is slightly darker, number 2 is slightly darker. Essentially, the base of blending requires you to go back to your number 1 and just kind of go in circles around the two colors, right? Along the line. It's pretty simple. And then it looks like one flush color. But, you know, it's nothing special. And then you get your number 3, which is slightly darker than the number 2. Don't know if you've guessed yet. And then again, do the same thing with the number 2. Now when you're blending, you always want to make sure that you blend the lighter color, right? You want to make sure you blend the lighter color. The reason why is because if you blend the dark color, it will just become a more solid line. Now you can't really tell with these grays that it kind of goes from light to dark, but it does. I'm not sure precisely how well it comes off on camera, but to give you a better idea, we're going to go for skin tones, just because I feel that people are more likely to buy grays and then skin tones. Now you need to remember, what does it go? It goes blush? No, it goes dusky pink and then blush, right? Because I cannot remember which way these two pens go because of how similar the body themselves look. Quite annoying. But yeah, same principle. You get your lightest color. Go a little bit. Now this is a pretty boring color. I recommend just use this for highlights. Blush is actually... No, sorry, dusky pink. Dusky pink is actually more of a skinny color. So yeah, then you're gonna go with your dusky pink, and then you're gonna get your blush. Blush is more of like a strong peach kind of color, and then you can go backwards, get your dusky pink, you know, blend into the blush. And then get your almond and blend into dusky pink. So essentially blend the two colors. Now, the first two colors, I have to admit, are blended much better than the second two colors. Can't deny, right? But that's why we have this amazing thing called Colorless Blender. Because what you can do is essentially, that's not Colorless Blender. You can get your Colorless Blender and essentially just kind of scribble over it, right? be generous with the colorless blender, and then you can get a nice gradient. It's a little ruined because I accidentally put grey on it, but you can see it's got a nice smooth gradient all the way through. Yeah, also what you can do with colorless blender, for example, if you have an extremely light color, I'm going to do a new color, warm grey, number 1 out of 5, because there's, as I said before, 5 greys. Get my grey, and as you can see, it stands out pretty much. Stands out quite a bit from white paper. Actually, no, the cool grey is closer to white. So as you can see, it stands out quite a bit from white paper. That's what you do, is you get your blender, and essentially, you just want to like scribble pretty hard. Like towards the blank piece of paper. Right, it takes a little while to get used to, and then you gotta wait for it to dry to see the effect. Because, well, colorless blender and cool grey look pretty similar together. But yeah, once it dries, it should look fine. Now, a lot of people, well, some people get scared because they think that colorless blender will, you know, like stain the paper and like make it look wet. But no, this is an image I made. I used colorless blender. I'll point them out to you. Used colorless blender in this arm area here. Used it down here for the shoes. Essentially, anywhere where you go over a line, you can use colorless blender. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.